Alright, welcome to lesson number 8, Characterization. Characterization, long word there. So that's basically just the types of characters that are in the story and how they're depicted. So there's several different types of characters here. I'll write this down. So the types of characters are dynamic, static, round, flat, stock, and foil. So dynamic means that they change. Static means they stay the same. Round means they're fleshed out. We have a fully realized and developed character. Flat means they're one-dimensional. They only have one or two traits. And stock characters are characters that fit a common stereotype or trope, such as the mad scientist, etc. Whereas a foil is a little bit harder to understand concept, F-O-I-L. It's basically a character who typically foils the protagonist. They're their equal and opposite. It's not necessarily always an antagonist. So protagonist is the main character, antagonist is the person fighting them, which is not necessarily always hero and villain. So you can have an evil protagonist and an antagonist who's a good guy who's fighting them. Or you can have the reverse, either way. But the foil could be their enemy, but it could also be their friend. It could be someone who's basically like a sidekick or something like that. It's someone who's basically the same as them, but also opposite. And so that brings out their characteristics more. So those are the main types of literary characters. The other element of characterization other than character types is direct versus indirect characterization. So direct characterization is when basically the author tells us this person is stupid, this person is smart, this person is fat, this person is skinny. If it's directly telling us, then it's direct characterization. If it's indirect, then it's showing us through one of two examples. One type of indirect characterization is through the character's actions. So the character, let's say, is nice to kids and puppies. That shows us something about them without telling us. And the other one is through people's reactions to them. So that can create a conflict within the story in which we can see a person acts one way, but people react to them in another way. And that's an indirect characterization. That shows us, it's like, for example, that person who's like nice to kids and animals or whatever, people are scared of them. It means people see them as a scary person, but they're not necessarily. That's an indirect characterization because we're being shown as opposed to being told. So that's basically everything you need to know about characterization is the different character types and direct versus indirect characterization.